to my channel. So my name is Shanina, and I'm just basically going to be just sharing some information with you guys. I know that you guys have been keeping up with the news, and I mean, it's just crazy times, right? And what I'm noticing is a lot of people are still not able to go back to work, my husband included, okay? So I thought that now would be a good time to kind of come on here and talk about working from home, since that is something that I do myself. It's something that I've been doing for the last almost 4 years. It'll be my 4th year anniversary in November that I've been a Rise Virtual Solutions agent. And, for me to have been with them this long, it can't be too bad, right? Because normally I don't, if it's a job that I'm unhappy with, I have a tendency to just find another job. But this has been working out really well for me. The thing that I like most about working with Arise is its flexibility. Being able to choose my own hours, especially since I do have a child who is not old enough to be at home by herself, and it's just me, her, and her dad right now. Her brother and sister, they are grown and they've moved out, so I can't really, kind of lean on them to kind of watch her if I were to work outside of the home. And that's kind of what started this whole me working from home to begin with. She was a baby and I couldn't afford childcare. I tried to get child care by going through government assistance, TANF, which is temporary assistance for needy families, and actually did the program twice for child care, and I still didn't have a job at the end of it. So then I found myself trying to pursue a career as a cosmetologist. I had went to school and got licensed through the state board and stuff like that, but I was having such a hard time trying to find a salon that stayed open. Like it was really weird. Like every salon that I worked in, it closed due to bad management, and I'm just being all the way honest. Bad management. The last shop that I worked in closed because the owner didn't pay the rent. And we didn't know that until the property manager came and basically was telling us that we had to pack up all our stuff and be gone because they were about to lock the doors. Now keep in mind, this was on a Saturday, so like the salon was really full, and there's clients in there getting their hair done and stuff. We putting our work in, trying to make the money to pay the booth rent. And we've got these people, they just walked in and they were like, y'all aren't supposed to be here. And we're like, why? And then that's when we find out that, because the lease hadn't been paid in months. So, which explained why the owner was never around. But anyway, so yeah, so I went through a struggle with that, just trying to find a stable income. And then in 2016, at a baby shower of one of my nieces and nephews, I think it was my niece, or it might have been my nephew, one of my nephews, baby showers, and my brother, who's been working with the Arise platform, him and his wife for over 6 years now, had introduced it to me, and I didn't have anything to lose at the time, to be honest with you. I didn't have any income or nothing like that. So he pulled up the platform and was like, here, just sign up for a class. And how it ended up working was, because I was broke as hell, he let me borrow the money for the certification class, and when I got my first check, he deducted it out of my check. So that's basically how I got started. And I've been doing it ever since. So there are a lot of platforms out there. I've ran across a lot of them. There's work at home solutions, there's live ops, and then there's companies now that are transitioning into a work from home type of scenario, which those are a little bit different because those are only due to the pandemic or the C word. So those are temporary. But for platforms like Arise, there are a lot of them out there. So that's what we're going to kind of talk about today. We're going to kind of focus on the Arise Virtual Solutions platform because that's the one that I'm most familiar with, and that's the one that I speak about the most. So Rise Virtual Solutions, a way to think of it when you want to know exactly what they are is basically they are a company that connects you to other companies that are outsourcing. So outsourcing is basically, a company that wants to hire on more people, but they don't necessarily have the office space, or they don't necessarily want to create a new physical location like brick or mortar. So they just kind of like a temp service almost. They kind of find people to work certain positions for an extended amount of time. And so that's kind of like what Arise is. So these companies that are looking to outsource, they go to Arise for their services, and then Arise looks for agents for them to work. So that's kind of how you can kind of look at it. It's like companies are outsourcing to Arise, and then Arise is outsourcing to agents to work for these clients that they're connected to. So with that being said, this platform is not a W-2 type of scenario. So it's not an employee scenario. So you will not be hired as an employee. So with that being said, you'll be hired on as an independent contractor, meaning you are fully responsible for any expenses that occur in order for you to service the client, okay? So that means your background check, your certification course, which you do have to pay for, and any other expenses like your equipment, if you need extra equipment, things like that, if you need a landline, phone service, and internet service. Those are the minimum requirements to service on the Arise Virtual Solutions platform. You are going to need a landline for most of the clients, and you are definitely going to need internet service. So you want to kind of keep that in mind, the expenses that it takes to start working for Arise Virtual Solutions. Now, I am going to say this, that some of the things that you may need can be written off at the end of the year on your taxes. And I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Because I'm not a tax expert, so we're not going to get into that. But just know that it is an investment, but some of the investments can be written off at the end of the year when you file your taxes. So when you file your taxes, you're going to get a 1099 from your independent business owner. So 9 times out of 10, if you register with the platform, you're either going to do one of 3 things. You're either going to register as a CSP under a registered independent business owner, which is a company that's already established that has a business-to-business partnership with Arise, okay? So, for example, let's say Chanina Communications. My company, Chanina Communications, will be partnered with the Rise so that when I have someone that wants to register as a client support professional, they're registering under Chanina Communications, okay? So you'll have, as a CSP, your business obligation would be to the Chanina Communications, your partnership would be with Chanina Communications, if that makes sense, versus your partnership being with Arise Virtual Solutions. So that's one way to register. The second way to register, let me go back. So as a CSP, if you register, you do have extra support. You have your support from your independent business owner, as well as managers that are within the platform network to kind of help you with performance and things like that as you continue to service. The second way to register with the Arise Virtual Solutions right now is, because it's my understanding that this is kind of like a trial thing, but I can't say for sure, so do not quote me on that. But right now, you're able to register as a sole proprietor. So that basically means you have a business partnership with Arise Virtual Solutions, and that's it. So as a sole proprietor, you don't really have that support that you would have if you were a CSP. As far as like if anything goes wrong and you need somebody to go to back for you, things like that, and get things resolved, you don't really have that support. You're kind of like on your own. But you don't have that middleman, so that's something to think about too. You're kind of like on your own if you're a sole proprietor, okay? With a CSP, if you register on a CSP, you'll be registering under an independent business owner who is already partnered with the company. So you'll have a lot of support, you know. The third way to register with the platform is to register as an independent business owner. This is where you go through the steps to set up a corporation or a partnership entity, and you open your business bank account, and you know, you're basically running a business. So, or you have the opportunity to run a business as a client support professional or a CSP. You do not have the capability to recruit agents or anything like that because you're an agent yourself, but you have that support from the IBO that you registered under. With sole proprietor, you don't really have a lot of support and you can't recruit, okay? But you don't have that middle person. With an IBO, you're basically saying, hey, I want to cut out that middle person, but I do want to have the opportunity to build a virtual call center of my own. So you'll be registered as a business. So you'll have a business to business partnership with Arise, and you'll be able to recruit other agents who are looking to work from home. Of course, as an IBO, you do have, if you want to go into that route of building your own call center, there are a lot more expenses to that. So just keep that in mind. Of course, you have your basic stuff like your landline and all that. But as an IBO, if you're wanting to create a business for yourself as a call center, there are additional expenses. So there's your entity formation. Depending on what state you're in, it's probably going to range between $100 and $250. It just depends. I know here in Georgia, to form an LLC, it's $100, and then it's $50 annually to keep it active. Then you have your business bank account, and then, you know, all the things that come with building a business, your marketing plan, all that, figure out your payroll, you know, all that stuff, right? So those are the three ways you can register with the platform, to kind of give you something to think about. But so what we're just gonna go ahead and jump into this. So what we're doing today is we're just gonna go over the opportunity board. So the opportunity board is what you'll be able to see once you register with the platform. It'll give you all of the clients that are available for you to service, and you just kind of choose which one works best for you. Now, in every video that I make about Arise, I always encourage you guys to hit the info button, because there are some clients that requires more equipment, and then it also gives you information as far as like what class times are available, you know, what exactly you'll be doing, things that will be expected of you, the percentages of passing like your assessments and things like that, the percentages that you're going to have to make to continue, you know, your grades and stuff. So dang, I just lost my train of thought. Whew. Oh, but yeah, so that's why that info button is important, because you're investing in yourself. You don't want to commit to something that you know you're not going to be able to commit to, okay? There are very minimal reasons as to why you would be able to get a refund back if you sign up for a certification class, but I'm just going to tell you right now, pick a class that you know you're going to be able to commit to, okay? Because there's going to be a very slim chance that you're going to receive a refund if you can't. So the opportunity board, again, is what you'll be able to see once you register onto the platform. And once you register, you only have like so many days to choose a client. So, you know, if you want to stay active. But today I'm going to go over what's on the client opportunity board right now. So it is 12/37, June 25th. The reason I say that is because I've done these videos in the past, and I've had people comment or send me messages saying, hey, I went onto the platform, I came across your video, and you mentioned this type of client, and I don't see them on the list anymore. Okay, so these classes fill up pretty fast. So if you go log in, if you're already registered and you go log in and you don't see a certification class that I'm referring to, 9 times out of 10, it's probably full and they took it off the list, okay? Just had to put that out there. So when I go over the opportunity board, there is a thing that you will also sign once you register with the platform, and it is a non-disclosure agreement. So basically what that means is we can't say the actual name of the client anywhere, whether it's here on YouTube, social media, Facebook, all that stuff. We can't say the name of the client, but I always kind of give you an idea of what type of client it is, okay? So let's just jump right into this because there's not many, and I was inspired. I film on my phone, so sometimes phone ring, text message come through. But I was inspired today to make this video, not only because of what's happening with people not being able to go back to work and stuff, but if you're like me, you live frugally, okay? So you don't like to spend a whole lot of money. So today's clients that are on the opportunity board is very feasible, very affordable for anyone who wants to give this a try. You know, it's not going to break the bank. So that's why I'm telling you guys about it now. I try to only make these videos when these prices are low like this, because a lot of times clients will range from either $50 to $250. It just depends. So when they're low like this, I like to tell you guys about it. So the first client is a telecommunications client. They're looking for customer service sales in their billing department, and their certification class starts July 13th, and the cost of the certification class is $9.99. The next client available is a roadside assistance client. They're looking for customer service agents. The course cost is $19, and their class starts July 9th. So not far away. It's about about a couple weeks or so. All right. So there's another roadside assistance company available. This is a different company, okay? Different client, but they're looking for bilingual speakers. Now, bilingual Spanish speakers. So they actually have two certification classes going at the same time. One for bilingual Spanish speaking individuals who are fluent in Spanish and English, and then they have one for just English. So the one bilingual is $10. The class starts July 6th. For non-bilingual, there is a class that starts the same day, July 6th, but it's $19. I really suggest you read the info button under each client, okay? Please, please, if you don't hear nothing else I say in this video, excuse me, please do that. Hit the info button, okay? It's going to save you a lot of time. So the next client that is available is a home improvement retailer client. So with this certification class, it is a little bit different from when it normally is on here. This one, they're saying that you cannot have serviced this client before. So this particular opportunity is going to only be for new agents, okay? You cannot have ever serviced this retailer client before. The course cost is $29.99, and the class starts July 20th. All right, so the last client on the list is a cruise client. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised to see this client on here with everything that's going on, but whatever. Yeah, so it's a cruise client, and they are looking for customer service reps. So their certification course is $19, and the class starts July 13th. And that is everybody on the list for today, right now, at the time of filming. Now, by the end of the day, another client may pop up on here, okay? So you guys are going to have to, if you're already registered, you're going to have to kind of keep logging in, logging out to see, you know, what's there, what's not there. Especially if you're at that beginning stage where you just registered and you're looking for a client to work for and you've never serviced on the platform ever. Yes, click the info button. Please, please, for me, pretty please, click the info button so that you know what you're getting into, okay? All right, so let's shift from that for a second and let's talk about equipment, okay? Because equipment it seems to be the thing that kind of, it seems to be the hurdle that a lot of people kind of have when they want to work on these type of platforms. Now, Arise is not the only work from home platform. That's just the one that I'm most familiar with. But there's other ones like Live Ops, Work from Home Solutions, and then there's plenty of other ones. So I kind of want to recommend a company to you guys today. I wish I would have found them before I started upgrading my computer, because the amount that I spent to upgrade my computer, I could have just bought a whole bundle from them and would have been done with it and wouldn't have had to go through the whole Amazon and, you know, wrong cord situation. By the way, if you guys hadn't checked that video out, make sure you go check it out. But that whole situation, I wouldn't have had to go through all that. So I want to save you guys the stress and tell you about this company called Work at Home Equipment Solutions. The owner seems really, really sweet. And it's basically a company where they refurbish PCs and laptops. Okay, y'all, so let's get into equipment. I'm not even sure where I left off with that. I really need to invest in a camera because I film with my phone, and as you can see, this video is probably kind of choppy because I keep getting calls from pre-recorded people telling me that I can make $1,000 in 7 days. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so what I was saying was I'm noticing through observation that people are trying to work with the Rise Virtual Solutions, but they're having equipment issues. And like I said, if I had known about this company prior to upgrading, I would have saved myself a lot of stress. So I want to save you guys some stress and recommend this company. It's Work at Home Equipment Solutions. It's a very credible company. The guy, he's really sweet. And what he does, him and his team, they refurbish computers. Basically, they refurbish PCs, laptops, so that they are able to specifically for work from home platforms. So everything that they sell, you can work from home with, okay? It's already set up. You don't have to worry about PC scans and all that stuff because it's set up specifically to work from home, not just on the Rise, but on dozens of other platforms as well. So they offer bundles. The bundles, they're all Arise Work at Home ready. So all you do is plug it in and bam, you're done. You don't have to do anything else, right? So they have i5 and i7 desktop and laptop bundles. So if you have a computer already, you might want to make sure that it does meet the minimum requirements. They did change the processing requirement, so it's now an i5 or better. The home desktops with the Windows Home software is like Celebrum, Pentium. Those will not be compatible with the platform. So you definitely want to make sure that you're okay there. But if you're just starting from scratch and you don't have none of this stuff, but you want to work from home, this is the website that I would recommend you go to. I'll make sure I put it at the bottom of the screen. But they have bundles. The one that they have, it goes all the way up to $449.99. And you can get a bundle with 2 monitors. You can get a bundle with just 1 monitor. It just depends on what you need. And they're all Arise compatible, you guys. Okay. Now, if you're just needing like a tower or a monitor, they do sell those separately. All Arise ready. And then they also offer, you know, office equipment and supplies, headsets, and accessories. So like that dial pad that I showed you guys that I ordered from Amazon, they sell the exact same one. You can basically get all of your equipment through them instead of going through Amazon or anything like that, and you'll be ready to go. So what I like most about this company is their financing option. There are a lot of us that are on a really, really tight budget right now. You know, a lot of us want to be able to work from home, but we just can't afford to get started. So because it is an investment, you guys. It's an investment. You're an independent contractor, so you'll be the one doing the investment versus the company investing because you're not an employee, right? So they have a financing option where there's no credit check required, which is a good thing because I don't know about you, but I don't like having my credit ran. You know, I don't like dings on my credit report just because I ran a hard credit for something that I was applying for. So this gives you that capability of not having your credit check ran. And then there's a 25% down payment. And then of course you just, whatever agreement you have with the company, that's what you go by. But I think that's a really, really good option, you guys. No credit check. You can finance your equipment. Once your equipment is paid off, it's yours to keep 100%. And they have an affiliate program. So if you yourself know somebody who wants to jump on the work from home lifestyle, but they need the equipment, recommend this website to them. Sign up for their affiliate program, and that'll be another stream of income. Because one thing about me is I like multiple streams of income. So I did sign up for the affiliate program when I realized they had one. And I do recommend this company, especially for their financing option. So I do have an affiliate link, you guys. If you click on it and you purchase a bundle from them or anything you purchase from them, I'll get a little bit of a kickback. So I do want to say thank you in advance. But you don't have to use my affiliate program my affiliate link. Either way, I still recommend the company. This is not a sponsored video or anything. They don't even know me from Adam. So, but right now, they do have a 20% or $20 off of laptops and free shipping all the way until June 31st. So I'll put that promo code under the video as well so that you guys can use it when you go and purchase your computer equipment. And hopefully that works out for you guys. Comment below if you've used this company before. Give this video a thumbs up if you're looking to work from home and you were just checking out my video to see what the options were. And I appreciate you guys' support. So hopefully this information was helpful to you guys. Every time I make these type of videos, that's my only goal really, is to help you guys out, because I've been there. I've been through the struggle of trying to figure things out, trying to make income, trying to take care of my kid. I've been there. I still go through it sometimes, but all you need is a mustard seed of faith, and you just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys go check it out. I'll make sure I have all of the information in the description box below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.